Want a sneak peek of what you have to look forward to this week? Well, come on and join me. Hello, Stacy the Black Feather Intuitive. Welcome to another weekly oracle reading for the week of August 23rd. So happy to see you. Welcome, welcome. Especially if this is your first time tuning in. Hope you like what you see here. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and click the bell on my YouTube channel to get all of the latest of different videos that I upload all the time. And for those of you who follow me on a regular basis, much love and gratitude to you. It feels so good to be able to share in this way and know that people are actually paying attention and getting something out of it. So thank you always for showing up. So this week, without further ado, let's call in all the archangels, ascended masters, highest guides, light beings, creature teachers, elementals, loved ones in spirit. Come on into this space to give us the clarity and guidance that we need to really understand, I want to say, our purpose this week. What it is that we're here to do, what it is that we're here to do for ourselves, what it is that we're here to do sort of on a larger scope for community and globally. All right, so this week for our tarot, we are doing the Tarot de la Nuit. I always forget the names. It's, here we go, Alexa V. Bach and Carol Ann Eshenazi. Excuse me. And we will make sure to put that in post edit. So here's what we've got. Ooh, 8 of Pentacles. So 8 of Pentacles is one of my favorite cards. Excuse me, got a little tickle in my throat. 8 of Pentacles is one of my favorite cards because it is the card of mastery. Pentacle energy is the realm of the physical. It's health and wealth. It is understanding how to truly self-care, how to take care of our physicality, how to connect in our bodies. You know, we are spiritual beings having a human experience, and part of that human experience is, you know, sort of squishing our light bodies into these meat suits. And how do we take care of these meat suits? You know, how do we take care of these beautiful bodies that get us where we need to be? 8 of Pentacles, it is a card of mastery. A lot of times the interpretation with this card is about knowledge and education. And so what I'm feeling and what I'm sort of receiving right now as I'm talking about this card is that this week, each and every one of us is going to have an opportunity to expand our knowledge, to expand our learning, and also our approaches to how we absorb and integrate new information that comes through. So this, you know, there may be those of you who are actually in school and taking a course right now. I feel like this is the obvious card for that. That yes, there is going to be a little more learning, and it's not the level 1 learning. It's the, okay, I've already gotten through the level 1 and perhaps even the level 2. This is level 3 now. You know, I might not be the master, but I definitely am not quite the novice that I thought I was going to be. And so, you know, how am I expanding my knowledge, understanding that I'm not at the beginning, I'm not at the bottom of the ladder here anymore. I'm working my way up and working my way through. What do I need to shift? What do I need to change in order to be able to integrate the information, the knowledge that I am receiving? How can I apply that knowledge to my life, to my goals, to my relationships, to my own personal path? If you are somebody who is, I want to say, on a, well, all of you who are watching this are very likely on a deeply spiritual journey to, you know, some degree or extent. You're seeking, or you're seeking to get a deeper awareness and knowledge of self, right? A self-awareness journey. This card is indicating that there is much abundance that is coming your way around that endeavor. Be open. I want to say be open to allowing the breath to infuse you. So I'm going to say meditation, mindfulness, connecting to the breath. This can also be through working out. This can be through, you know, sort of physical endeavors. But I'm also feeling that it is about being intentional, about allowing your body to receive the breath that it receives, or being aware of the fact that the body is breathing. We take that for granted. You know, if we had to think about every single breath that we took and had to orchestrate that or be intentional all the time about that, we wouldn't be able to get anything else done, right? The body is completely majestical in that way, in that it is such a well-oiled machine that there's really not a whole lot that we have to do in order to sort of keep it going and keep it running. You know, it's paying attention to what we're putting into the body. How are we fueling the body? How are we nurturing the body? Are we taking care of the emotional aspect of things? Are we working on our stress levels so that our mental health is in balance and alignment? And then spiritually, energetically, where are we at with our energy? Where are we putting our energy out? Where are we investing our energy? Who are we investing it with? Is that a healthy choice? Is that a healthy give and take in that experience? If it's not, that's something you want to look at, because that's not going to get you to mastery. That's going to keep you midline. That's going to keep you at that level 1 or that level 2. And if that's your choice, that's your choice. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just being aware that that also is a choice. I'm choosing to remain here, which means that perhaps I will grow here, but I'm not going to grow out this way. And yet this week, I feel that each and every one of us is going to be given the opportunity to expand that knowledge in some way. So I feel that there is a leveling up. And of course, we can always choose to ignore that leveling up. We can always choose to say no to it. I'm going to encourage you to say yes to it this week, especially because I feel that it is connected to our, I want to say, wholeness. It's connected to, you know, if my body is not in alignment with my, you know, my head and my heart and my soul, what am I here for? What am I doing this for? What am I gaining from the experience? So something definitely to ask yourself. Love that. 8's abundance, infinity. Things going round and round, you know, the loop. You want to pay attention to that in your life. Where are there loops that you either want to say, yes, okay, thank God there's a loop, because I can actually, you know, do this again and do it in a different way and get a different result and see if that works better. Or, God, I want to break this loop. You know, I'm feeling really stuck. I'm feeling like the hamster wheel, and I want to get out of this loop. Groundhog Day, right? I don't want to be in Groundhog Day anymore. So pay attention to that. There's a lot of information coming through around that. So for this week's Oracle deck, we are using yours truly's deck, Feathers of Wisdom. I created this, gosh, I released it in 2019. So let's see, ooh, this is the card that's speaking to us. Let's see what the complimentary messages to our mastery. Ooh, third eye. Oh my God. You can't make this shit up, folks. What energy are you receiving? So I was talking about opening yourself to allowing to receive the knowledge, allowing the integration of what it is that you're receiving. And here is the question, or here is the answer. Third eye. Third eye. The third eye chakra is where we get all of our intuitive guidance. This is where our spidey senses come through. You know, the crown chakra is here at the top, and then our third eye is sort of how we process that information. Crown is connection to source. Third eye is the communication with source. And they're communicating. And I want to say to you, I'm hearing the word one way. So it's not that spirit communication and connection with your source and your dream team is one way. It's not. But I'm hearing this week one way, meaning they're sending you what you need. It's up to you to extrapolate it. It's up to you to receive it and to be able to apply it so that you are increasing your knowledge and your wisdom as you're moving forward on your path of what it is that you're learning. When we talk about what energy are you receiving, I'm also feeling very much the energy here of you being able to get out of your own way. So each of us, even when we are totally on a spiritual path and we're wide open and we're like, yes, I'm like totally in the flow of everything, there's always that little human moment, that little human glitch. It's like, you know, hitting a rock. You're on the bike path and it's a smooth paved path and you're not paying attention because it's a smooth path, and all of a sudden there's a rock or a divot and it's just a little bump. But if you're not paying attention, that bump can throw you off. This is saying, pay attention, be open. Third eye is coming from source, but then it also requires your own inner vision, your own internal voice to be able to say, okay, what do I want to do with this? You know, I'm seeing it, I'm receiving it. Now, how am I going to apply it moving forward so that I can get the wisdom and knowledge that I'm seeking, so that I can move forward and grow on my path? So it is about third eye, but it's also about the, I want to say, the inner eye, your internal eye as well. We have choices. We have choices on what we choose to receive, what we choose to absorb, and what we choose to ignore and put to the side. You know, not now, maybe later. Also with this card, I'm really drawn to these little orbs in the pictures, and I'm feeling like this week, it's like Loved One in Spirit Week. So I feel very much that when you are in this place of knowledge and learning, each of you is going to have an individual loved one in spirit, whether that's a spirit guide, an individual that and knew and loved and who has transitioned into sort of the next chapter of life. I feel that with this issue in particular, with this knowledge and this expression of that knowledge and expansion of it, you are going to have someone who's going to be connecting with you on that other dimensional level that is there to support you, that is there to help you to receive the information, to receive the energy, to understand and distinguish the energy from other things that you are, I want to say, receiving or working on or surrounded by, maybe unwittingly, maybe you don't know, maybe you're not fully aware of that. The energy of this other being, otherworldly being, is coming to you to say, I can help you with this. Let me help you with this. Let me show you. This is me talking to you. This is me giving you a heads up about what is important to focus on and what you can put to the side, what is no longer of relevance. Love that when our dream teams really step up to help us out. Okay, let's pull a feather from the feather jar. Oh, we got a pretty pink one, kind of like a magenta. Actually, no, not a magenta. It's more like a hot pink. Connection. And isn't that what we're all here for? We're here to connect. We're here to connect with ourselves, to reconnect with Source, because we are sparks of the divine. And when we come into this world, we forget that. We forget our identity, and this whole life path really is about relearning that, relearning who we are, relearning who we've come here to be, and relearning who we have been doing this with for, many, many lifetimes. We're coming back and doing it again. And there's support in that. There's connection in that. So when we're talking about, this knowledge, this wealth of knowledge that's coming through, that, are you going to be open to receiving it? And what energies are you using to be able to receive that and open yourself to it? How are you connecting with others through this information that you're receiving? What are you going to do with this information to help you connect with others? This is the whole point, peeps. This is why we're here. We're all here to help one another. We're all here as players in each other's plays. And think about that, the screenwriter, what an amazing feeling that must be, to watch what you created, enacted, brought to life on stage for others to enjoy in a broader way. That's what this is about. That's what we're all here for. And that's what this is about this week. So find ways for you to fully and deeply connect with self, Source, and others in this wild ride called life. That's our reading for the week, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, if you like what you see here, click that bell on the YouTube channel. I love to share all sorts of information there. Check out my website, theblackfeatherintuitive.com. I also have my Facebook and my Insta page, The Black Feather Intuitive. Lots of interesting goodies on there. I'm always putting out different empowering posts, some food for thought for you, ways that you can connect, different events that are out there, ways to connect and to build community, because sometimes we do feel very alone in this world, but we're really not. So I would love to connect with you in any way that you have need. If you feel like you need a reading, you got some things coming up in your world and you would like a little bit of clarity and guidance, or perhaps some direction on where you want to go, I would love to help you out with that. Please feel free to consider booking a session. I offer 30 and 60-minute readings. The 30-minute reading is called the Essential Experience, and the 60-minute is the Profound Experience. And again, you can book that through the website here on through YouTube. You can also book it with my Facebook or Instagram. Would love to connect with you guys. Have the most amazing week. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next time.